Happy Tuesday. It is the STEP-tember challenge during Truck Driver Appreciation Week. Say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is Millie, for those of you who have not met her before. We'll call her our mascot. She decided to come outside. She's pretty particular, so if it's nice outside, then she definitely wants to come out. And yes, this is her face. But today we're talking about getting more steps in. During this challenge, I want to encourage every single one of you mother truckers to get out of your truck and walk. Walking still is and forever will be one of the best ways to move your body. It doesn't cost anything. You don't need a lot of space because heck, you can walk in place. You can do it any time of day, and the benefits are endless. One of the things I love most about walking, I have been somebody that has been an avid walker since I was in high school. I'm not a big runner, only if a bear is chasing me. But one of the big benefits of walking that I love, that a lot of times I feel like people forget, is the boost of serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, neurotransmitters to the brain. With walking, it doesn't always happen immediate, but when you're outside, you're going to get the benefit of fresh air and oxygen. But that mental component to regularly walking is something that far exceeds medical intervention in my mind. And so by taking an initiative to say, I'm going to walk every single day, I don't care if it's 5 minutes or it's 50 minutes, but making that point, you are going to mentally benefit in ways that you maybe aren't even thinking about right now. And so I want to encourage you to get out and move. We're going to let Millie go out and move now too. One of the things I want to talk to you about today on our second day of the challenge is moving with intention. What does moving with intention even mean? Moving with intention means that you are mindfully and purposefully paying attention to what you're doing. And today I want to specifically talk about how it is that you move while you're walking. For many of us, we're just kind of getting our bodies going, and that's great. We're getting out and getting our steps in. Remember, about 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. About 32 laps around your truck and trailer equal a mile. Roughly about 15 to 20 minutes on a light walk, not a fast-paced walk, is going to equal a mile. So lots of ways to measure getting that extra mile in. Remember, we want to walk 1 more mile than we normally do. I had to do it late at night last night because my day just got away from me, but I was committed. So I went out in the dark with my doggy little collars on that light up and a headlamp, and I did my lap. So I checked it off and got it in. Why? Because every step counts. But walking with intention and paying attention to how it is you move is really that next step. And so today, you can even do this while you're walking into the truck stop, when you're doing your pre-trip check, whatever it is, it won't take very long. Pay attention to how your body moves, how your feet move, how you move. So ideally when you're walking, when you're going forward, your feet should be pointing forward. But for a lot of people, maybe they have one foot that's slightly turned out, or they have one foot that's slightly turned in, or they have both feet that are slightly turned out. Now, we're not going to get into how the body works necessarily, but the knee joint really only can go one direction, okay? It's not a ball and socket joint like the hip or like the shoulder. It's a hinge joint. So it can only really go forward and back. And your knee often follows the pattern of your foot, okay? Stay with me. So if I'm walking with my feet slightly turned out, what type of pressure and pain is that putting on my knees? How is that impacting my hips, my lower back? And so what if that mysterious knee pain that you have, that like you just can't get rid of, is actually from the pattern in which you walk? What if that like tweaky outer hip pain that is just giving you hell is actually not hip pain at all? It's because the way your foot is tracking when you walk, even when you stand, is giving you that hip pain because it's pulling, because it's connected. And so one of the ways that we can start to combat that or redirect our body is to pay attention, move with intention while we're walking. So today, I want you to practice that when you're walking, your feet are pointing straight forward. So when you're walking, you're actually rolling through the entire foot, okay? If there was a straight line down the center of your foot, you'd be walking and rolling right through that center line. There's a method called chi walking or chi running, and these are some of the principles of that. And by doing that, I don't know if you can hear that truck going by, but I can. By doing that, you're going to allow the muscles above the foot and in the foot themselves to start to readjust. So sometimes when you start to change your foot pattern, like if you've been walking with one foot slightly turned out your whole life, by turning it forward, your body might not love you for the first couple of days. So a massage gun on the hip, or those little roller balls on the feet or around the knees to try to break up some of that fascia so your body can redirect. It takes roughly about 6 to 12 weeks for your fascia to regenerate and readjust if you're trying to make new patterns in your body. So it's maybe not instant, but it's definitely going to change the course for you. The second thing that you can do to start paying attention and moving with intention is to look at your shoes. So I'm going to take off one of my shoes. I have a couple of different pairs. And so this is the bottom of my shoe. I'm going to kind of show I have two different lives going here. And you can see that the middle of the shoe is pretty evenly worn, okay? In my old life, meaning I've been working on this for a while, the outer edge of my shoe was always completely worn, and the inside damn near looked brand new. Like it would probably still had the exact tread on from the day I bought the shoe, which showed me I was walking on the outer edges of my feet, which made sense why I had so much pain and tightness on the outer edge of my hip. And so I started practicing and moving with intention to change that pattern. And would you not believe that this weird outer hip pain and this random knee pain that I had magically started to disappear. So take a look at your shoes today. Is there a lot of heel drag? Are you dragging and scraping one of your heels when you walk? That could be a sign of maybe a hip imbalance. You might need to see a chiropractor. But paying attention to how you walk, paying attention to the direction of your feet, and moving with intention, where every step is purposeful and mindful and matters, can really change the trajectory of how it is you're moving through your day. And good news, because you're mentally paying so much attention to your feet, you won't have time for any BS in your head. You won't have time for any random thoughts that just make you feel like crap, or how you're thinking about, what someone did to you 10 years ago, or whatever the case may be. You won't have any time for that because you're focused on your feet. You're focused on the intention of moving your body so that you can benefit. So this is day 2. Remember, we're walking 1 extra mile than what we normally walk. So if you're like, Hope, I don't really walk, I just go where I need to go, and walking has never been my thing, well then, my friend, you are trying to hit 1 mile today. That's roughly about 20 minutes, about 2,000 steps, about 32 laps around your truck, broken up into whatever you need to do. If you are an avid walker like myself, then you're going to try to get 1 extra mile. We're pushing the envelope. I'm challenging you to just go that extra little bit so that you can be a better version of yourself, so that you can see what you're capable of, and you can maybe pay attention to those treads on the bottom of your foot and the shoe and say, okay, I'm going to change this pattern. I'm going to change this pattern so that I can change me, so that I can become a better version of myself. I'll leave you with this. I've talked to and helped probably tens of thousands of people in pain over the course of my career. When I started teaching yoga and fitness, and then had a school and a studio, traveled and taught, and now is teaching truck drivers from all over the country, one of the things that I am very heightenedly aware of, and mainly because I also was this person, was excuses get in the way. Excuses get in the way of us reaching our fullest potential. So if you're watching this today and you're thinking, I don't have time for that, I challenge you why. If you're watching this today and thinking like, oh, I can't do that, I challenge you why. And if you're watching this today and going, walking, what is that going to do? I challenge you. Have you tried it before? Have you done it with intention, with consistency, with purpose? Maybe this time can be just a little bit different. Maybe this time can be that change that you really are needing and looking for. And maybe this time is the step in the right direction that you need to become the best version of yourself. This is more than just about walking, my friend. This is about you being able to become the best version of you. Stay tuned to tomorrow, where we are on day 3 of the STEP-tember challenge. Let me know in the comments below if you did your extra mile yesterday and if you are committed to doing that mile today. Write the word STEP in the comments. I'd love to know. Let's connect wherever you're tuning in from today. Remember, every step matters. Every movement matters, because you, my friend, matter. Peace out.